Here we go.
Welcome everyone to the Whovians cast, episode 1001, which I'm not really going to say the numbers after this because it's too long. So I'm your host, Matrix Lloyd 212, and I'm with James. What's up, James?
What's up, guys?
All right. So I know you probably didn't see what my thoughts were on this episode, the past two casts, but I called it basically boring at the end of the world. And here's the thing, James, that I don't think people realize. They're doing the same thing like Utopia, Sound the Drums, Last of the Time Lords. The statues of the Truth Monks and all that's like the statue of the Master. They're all wearing dark clothes, like the Master took over the world for a year, just like turned left. Everybody's miserable. The Truth Monks are ruling the world. It's going to be reset. Like the Master thing got paradoxed and erased. So what's going to happen is Moffat's going to hit the reset button, and these 3 episodes never happened.
Probably going to be like that.
And it's like, oh, let's go see the Ice Warriors. Oh, let's go see this. And that's what's going to happen. So again, I gave it a 6, which was kind of generous. I thought it's probably going to go down because I'm getting pissed as I'm thinking about it.
Above average.
Well, it's going to go down, I think, on second viewing. What did you give it?
I mean, first off, can I just say, I think the trailer for next week's, even if it is reset, it does look very, very good. So,
yeah,
hold out on that. Personally, how I judge episodes of Doctor Who is, was I bored? Did I enjoy it? I was very bored.
Me too.
It's a very big filler episode. For this episode to continue, it needed a lot of plot holes and it needed people to be incredibly stupid. So it required all the people who had the armies and the UN leader, it required them to be completely dumb. It required them to have an IQ below 50 for the plot to move along. Because they're idiots, complete morons.
Well, but here's the thing I have a problem with. Remember how the last episode that they're doing these simulations to take over the world?
Yeah.
They're announcing that they're the villain, right?
Yeah.
So if the Doctor recorded it, and if he showed Bill the whole recording so that way she could talk to Penny about it, right? Why didn't he show the armies and everything? That they're a threat. They're the villain.
I have no idea. It's a bit bizarre. I suppose they only just met him, but my biggest gripe with the episode, there's a lot of convenient occurrences, like when the Doctor gets trapped in that room, it just happens to have a lock which wouldn't be realistically there. Most of the time you'd have a keypad lock, right? In a modern era episode especially. He happens to not realise when he goes in there about that. And he didn't bring anyone with him, which he usually would when he's blind, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Go in like that. See, I didn't like that. I didn't like how selfish Bill was. I suppose she was doing it because she loves the Doctor.
Well, that I liked, that she loved the Doctor, yeah.
Well, she is I like her as a companion. Anyway, plot holes aside, I just found it really boring. And that's the thing. If I'm bored, I don't care how well done everything is. It's boring.
Well, from what I get from all the people, they're not really caring about talking about this episode on Whovians cast. They're all going to bed. They're done. They're like, and it really sucks that the 1000th episode we're talking about an episode we don't like. It's like, oh, crap. So I do apologize. Hopefully we get a better Whovians cast with better episodes, but there's too many plot holes in this.
The community liked this episode, and that's
they
totally
did?
fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people liked it, and it's to one's taste. Probably I just don't understand it that well. It is a pure setup episode, so therefore the overall rating may increase with the next episode. But I personally believe Extremis could have got into the episode after this. You can remove this episode, and it'll still probably make sense.
So this brings down your rating so far, right?
All they have to do is add, they can cut off about 90% of this episode, add the last bit onto Extremis, and then add 5 minutes onto Extremis, and then add 5 minutes onto the beginning of the next one, and it will be a good 2-parter.
Well, that's what I said on the last cast. I said you could watch the first 5 minutes, sit on the can for 40 minutes, and then get the last 5 minutes, and you don't miss anything.
Okay. I like to give evidence why things are filler. So why is this episode filler? It's the last thing, right? How many scenes do we have in that lab? And they were so pointless. Some of this, okay, I can understand one scene in the lab, so we understand, okay, this is the lab, this is where it's all going to go down. We had like 4 scenes in this stupid lab. It was really boring, and it didn't make any sense. It was like it was a different TV show, you know?
Mm.
It was just, and that's what it was pure filler. I just got bored in the lab scenes. What did I enjoy about the episode? I don't like how the monks are stupid too. They're pretty bloody dumb as well in this episode. Just like, yeah, come on in, yeah.
Why is he repeating? Here's the thing. Why is he repeating the silence in the beginning of the earth with the cavemen? The truth monks are there too. Everybody's just chilling for thousands of years. No problem. Also, did you ever think that maybe the vault is like the Pandorica, where they tried to keep the Doctor in the Pandorica, and now they got Missy in the Pandorica, but it's not Pandorica, it's a vault? It's like the same. He's copying off his own storylines.
I don't know about that. I'm not sure. I'll have to see when it opens.
Just think about that for a second. I mean, Missy's in there.
I'm presuming it's opening next week, right?
Yeah.
I hope John Sim appears next week. Well, I mean, I personally just didn't enjoy the episode that much.
Who frees Missy? Is it John Sim?
I don't know.
What if the master paradoxes resets buttons to everything because, like, saves the day? Like John Sim.
If the monks mess around with the world, then it would affect the vault. And should just be released. Something like that. You know, because they're going back in time, right?
I don't even know what's happening. I mean, I guess, I don't know.
I think the next episode looks quite creepy and interesting. We'll see.
Well, they gave him his eyes, but they're controlling him through his eyes. So that's probably why he has to regenerate getting new eyes, because it's like, you know, whatever it is. Yeah,
exactly.
That's only when they're controlling him, so.
I like all the scenes of Nardole. Nardole's pretty funny. I think he just makes the episodes better with his presence. I hope we get revealed what Nardole's all about soon.
Nardole's secret mission was telling him, go left, go right, there's a creature in front of you, and that's all the secret mission was. No, really, I don't see anything secret mission about it. I mean,
I don't understand why he didn't walk up with the Doctor that first time when he was walking up the stairs. It was a bit weird, but would have made sense, wouldn't it? Because him standing back there reveals to Bill that the Doctor's blind. Also, Bill is incredibly stupid not knowing he was blind when Nardole was saying that stuff. Come on, it's pretty obvious.
I mean, that's ridiculous.
But apart from that, I mean, there were some good things about the episode. I personally liked I didn't understand the bit where the hovering, the missile. That was a bit, ooh, okay.
That's weird. Why do they want to not hurt the human race, but then they want them to confess so they can turn them to goo? Like, they know they're not gonna, they're gonna get killed that way. So, I mean, I think there has to be someone over this truth monks. Someone in charge of them. Someone that says, listen, you can't conquer the earth unless they ask you to. Okay, thank you, master. And then, boom, they're like the janitors.
It has to be John Sim, because otherwise it actually, plot-wise, it doesn't make sense how the truth monks know about the Doctor of the TARDIS. Somebody behind
it has to be the master. That'd be great.
Yeah. It would be a great reveal. If it isn't, then it's just another plot hole. Okay, I don't mean to be so negative to the viewers, but yeah, it's just a very tedious episode. Anyone who says this episode is perfect, then that's fine. That's your opinion. I personally think it's pure setup, and it's just pure wasting an episode time. So it would have been much better if we had another episode like Oxygen in its place.
Could people review this as 10 out of 10?
Well, some people have, but that's up to them.
Wow. Okay. God bless you, man. I mean, whatever. I can't listen. People have different tastes than mine, so if they want to give it 10 out of 10, I guess whatever. What can I say?
It's people's taste, man. I think Extremis is pretty good. I just think this episode was a pure filler. It doesn't have a lot of plot to it. It's quite.
We're running out of episodes to be fillers. Come on now, let's get on with it.
I think it would have been much better if maybe Oxygen was a 2-parter. We had more action on that. That would
have been a great 2-parter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
All right.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. I'm sorry.
It's all right. I mean, like I said, I always have to do second viewing, so my rating may change.
I always judge it My first time watching it, was I bored? And I was bored.
I was bored out of my mind.
Yep.
I was ready to look at my phone. I'm like, oh no. So, all right, James, thank you. We'll try to do more uplifting cast soon. Take care. Bye for now.